I'll repeat again. The average fixed cost will be calculated by dividing the fixed cost with the output. So it is a downward sloping curve from left to right. In average variable cost, the variable cost sloping upwards. When we divide with the output, it is a bowl shape. So when we add these two curves, we can get that particular value. AFC sloping downwards, AVC is a bowl shape. When we add these two, we can get ATC, that is average total cost. When you draw a MC curve, it intersect both AVC as well as ATC. So what are the implication in a short run? 5 things you should say. What is happened to AFC? What is happened to AVC? What is happened to ATC? Then what is the LC point? And finally marginal cost. In the அஞ்சு நம்ம சொல்லணும். So what happened to AFC? The average fixed cost falls as output rises from the lower level to a higher level. Understand? AFC sloping downwards. Number 2, AVC first falls and then rises, and also the ATC curve. That is both AVC and ATC. Initially it will come down and it will go up. The third implication is the average variable cost starts earlier than ATC. See, because MC cut the AVC earlier and then ATC later. That is why AVC start moving upwards earlier. Then the fourth implication is the least cost level of output corresponding to that value will be intersected. If you see the MC is intersecting the ATC at the lowest point, that point is considered to be the optimum point. So finally, we should say about the MC, the marginal cost curve intersect AVC curve and ATC curve at the minimum point. So these 5 implications, keep it in mind. This particular ATC is nothing but SAC, that is short run average cost curve. You can see this particular ATC, that ATC is nothing but SAC. Okay, so when we aggregate the short run average cost curve resulting the long run average, 4-5 வருஷத்தை சேர்த்தா அது ஒரு long run ஆயிடும். It is to be note that LAC involved all the costs are variable and fixed cost is meager. We never consider the fixed cost because in a long run all the costs will be variable. So we cannot consider even some fixed cost. Later it will consider as a variable only because it is not a short run. So in easy word, LAC is useful for law of return to scale, particularly it is not useful for the law of variable proportion. I think I was taught in the last week. That means keeping one as a fixed factor, keeping another as a variable factor is a law of variable proportion. In law of return to scale, it is meant for long run, and LAC is used for that particular thing. So keep it in mind. SAC is short run, LAC is a long run. So for every year we are calculating some average cost. So for 2015 it is SAC 1, for 16 it is SAC 2, for 17 SAC 3, and for 18 SAC 4. So what is SAC? Average total cost, adding the AFC and AVC. So when we draw this particular 4 curve in a same graph, that is for horizontal axis for the period of 2015 to 18. So the average cost is calculated in the vertical axis. You can see that red line SAC1 is what we calculated, that ATC, that was the first period. For second period, third period, fourth period. So the green line which touches the red line is nothing but MC intersect at that minimum point. So when we connect that one, that curve, green curve is called LAC. One thing we should keep in mind, LAC is considered to be the best economic tool for a business. There are n number of names for LAC. It is called business curve, it is called planning curve, it is called development curve, this is called envelope curve. So there are n number of curves. When you understand that the long run average cost, then it's easy to understand the business. So what are the implications? After drawing this particular diagram, you have to write these 6 lines. It is very important. It's a confirmed section sequence. You can score all 20 marks. How to write? First, you should write what is cost output relation. You have to write the formula of average. then AFC, ATC, and that particular ATC is nothing but SAC. And for SAC, we have to combine and draw the diagram. Then finally, you should write these 6 lines. Out of 20 marks, 10 marks for these 6 lines only. The first one is the LAC curve tangential to the various SAC. See the diagram? That green curve have a tangency with all 4 curves. All right. Then the second one, LAC is U-shaped like a dish. See the green curve? It is a dish shape. Then coming to third one, the LAC curve will never intersect SAC as it makes tangency. LAC never intersect. That is the third implication. Then what is the fourth implication? It touches a point. That point is considered to be the least cost point. Where it touches, that is the least point. So understand one thing. Based on the data, you are drawing ATC and you are connecting that. If you connect based on that particular value, fixed value and variable value, it will touch a particular MC will touch one particular point. That point should be connected. So that point is nothing but optimum scale. Then what is the fifth implication? The LAC curve will touch SAC curve lying left to the optimum curve and right to the least point. If you see SAC1 and SAC2, it is in the left side optimum.